Hey, ladies and gents, we are back with some. All right, XVM. One of those kind of things where sometimes you can assume that it's correct. Sometimes you just got to watch out. We have two games tonight. Me and an Udez, and then I got X in a Koenigspanzer. I'm playing light tank in that game. But XVM. I am running with Mill and Jug. They both use XVM. I don't use XVM. I'm still a pretty vanilla player. In fact, I'm a completely vanilla player. So I always kind of get a kick out of when I hear the XVM part of it. Now, their XVM said we had a 70+% chance to win this game. Um, yeah, a 70+% chance usually means this is going to be a 15-2 battle. You're thinking that to yourself like, we got this, no problem. Well, it doesn't always ends up that way. Same way with the next battle. Sometimes it depends on the players and what kind of tanks they're playing, and of course, what's upgraded and what's not upgraded here. You know, usually tier 10s are usually fully upgraded, but a lot of times, like tier 9s and stuff, you never know what you're going to run into here. So we're going to pull in here. Ooh, we'll pick up the E100. Can I pick up the... come on. I'm just trying to see if I get his track there. I do get his track. Unfortunately, he's not far enough out there. Let's see if I can get a... Oh, I can't quite get that. I get a little bit of spotting damage out of it. The E50's already fucking pummeling me with... I'm going to see if I can... Cannot get the shot on the front either. We're backed up here. Now, I have... Mill and Jug are working on the back side here. I'm trying to do something here in town. There we go. Finally get a shot on his blower plate here. And the E50 pulls around the corner. Ooh. Oh, we're going to be that kind of guy, huh? Fuck it. I have those too well, buddy. So we're just going to pop in a freaking premium round here. I have a T95 also coming at me. Fuck me, that's not good. There we go. We can put another shell in there. And yeah, we'll play right up against this edge. We'll kind of get ourselves up a little bit here. There's another one. Oh, he pulls off some... He's getting some shots. What he's shooting at on this tank, which is not an easy tank to shoot at to begin with, is the... we need to get rid of him, though. And all of a sudden, I start getting some really shitty RNG. I cannot hit what I'm trying to shoot. What he's shooting at is, of course, what I have a little bit of my side scraping there. You can see on the side there. And that one, he hit my Pola. So he's pumped a bunch at me. I need to kill him because he's being a prick about this. But for the most part, it's still 0-0. They have a lot of almost dead tanks. We need to get it. We need to get this shot here one of these days. We're trying to pop up a little bit here. Nope, can't quite get it. Pick up a Jagdpanzer E100. We have a E100, T95. Those are some pretty hefty tanks to deal with. So I got to get this E50 knocked out. He is fucking wrecking my day for some reason. Oh, he bounces a shot finally. All right, so now let's wait for him to pop up here. There's the T95. We're going to see what he does here. I'm waiting for them guys to fire. Ooh, T95 fires. There we go. Finally, I fucked around and missed so many shots. RNG was not being friendly there. All right, so now we have the T95 here. I don't have much. We're going to use back to regular rounds. I probably should have just kept the heat rounds on there. I was pissed at that guy, but I'm not able to pen at this range. So you know what? Fuck it. You know what we're going to do here? We're going to track him here in the open. And the Jagdpanzer E100 obliges by nailing him. There's their Jagdpanzer E100. That's always something that you don't really want to fuck with too much. He does have penetration to overmatch myself here. So we're going to back up here, see if we can pick up that. Nope. I'm not going to take a shell from that. We're going to pull up here. I have his lower plate, and it goes high. Damn it. Now, what I said about the 70%, we should be winning this quite handily right now. We should be fucking up 5 tanks, but we're only 3-1 right now. So we almost got the Jagdpanzer killed. We're going to have to back up, play this a little bit different. What I'm trying to explain here is, XVM is a tool, but just like any other tool, depending on what's happening and who's driving what, the game doesn't always work out how you think. So, E100 here, we are 6-3 right now up on the lead. However, they do completely have the fields, and we're stuck here in this really relatively small area. And not a lot of map control. Yes, I know there's a guy out there. We don't want to do. We have a Leo 1 currently sitting at the farthest place he can get from this map. Ooh, a tortoise, lovely. He's full health. So now they're 7-4 right now. Once again, this is a 70+% chance to win this game with the players that we're in. Once again, it all really kind of depends on what kind of players are and what kind of tanks, and how they're playing them. After a little bit looking at some of this stuff, some of these guys didn't have a whole, like on our team did not have, they were better players, but they didn't have the best, most upgraded tanks. The Leo is finally spotted in the back here. Let's pull around the corner here. I wanted to shoot the E100, but you know what? We'll put a shell in him from this far away. I wanted to kill the E100 off this corner here because he's really pissing me off here. We can get moving. Now they've brought it back to 7-5. Once again, this should have been a total rout. And it would have been, I think, honestly, if it wouldn't have been for the fact that we had Mill Hill and fucking Jugs on that side over there. Those guys are all playing a dangerous game there with the AMX-30B running under the backside of that, backs on the bottom of that ridge right there. And those guys are going to keep poke until they're dead. Yep, see, there goes the 430's dead. Yeah, that's never good. And thankfully, our artillery is paying attention here. He is making this a play of trying to finish off the E100 so we can get this thing rolling here. There we go. Jugs finished off the standard B, and it's looking a little bit better here. However, that platoon 2 on the other side is also made up of good players, and they're also in tier 10s. It's kind of the whole reason why they stayed in this game. Collectively, the other team did not have the better win rate and all that kind of stuff in their tanks. Then they brought it back to an 8-7. This is a very losable game right now. No matter what XVM tells me, or says, I guess, picked up the 705, picked up the E100, and we are back to a 9-9, 10-9 game. We're still within a one-tank game right now. We're going to back up here and see if we can get a shot into the ass end of the... no! I don't know why I switched the other direction here. So, still 11-9. We finally break out of this thing, and I know that, of course, there's that leopard in the back. Now, we were at one point, we were even up here. HP-wise, we were pretty close, and it could have gone either way. For a 70% game to go like this is pretty amazing here. So I'm going to move right on the bottom here. I know the Leo is still sitting in the back corner somewhere. However, I do pick up the GW, and I pick up the Leo. He's not able to see me. We're going to back out of that deal. We're going to try to knock out this GW Tiger, which is always nice. There we go. There's one shell into the GW. Waiting for the reload. And... like I said, we'll look at the other game as well. Oh, artillery finishes the GW off before I do, leaving me here with the leopard to take care of. Let's see if we can sit up here and poke and find him. He is sitting somewhere on that corner. And Mill Hill finishes off the Object 140. Honestly, like I said, this game could have gone either way. But for a 70% chance to win, we really honestly should have completely lost. There should have been no chance that we did. We ended up picking up the win here. There's the Leo one more time. Let's see, put one more into him for 5-10. He finally fires a shell at me, and the artillery finishes him off. So, XVM, for the most part, can be right, but there's games like this, like I said, with a 70% chance to win. We ended up only winning in the last probably 2 minutes. Yeah, it was one of those kind of games. I mean, Mill and Jug both had fucking stellar games as well to pull this off. I mean, if it wouldn't have been, being that it was relatively close like this, yeah, it could have gone either way. So I got another one other game for you guys with the old XVM thing, and we'll check it out with X's point of view. All right, guys, back with the second game here. We are playing from Exortus's point of view. He is playing the Königspanzer, the Tier 8 Premium TD. This was an ace tanker for him here, and I'm playing with Vitruvius and myself in a light tank. I'm doing what light tanks things do, and of course whatever that's going to do in the T-25 Proto or Pilot. Now this is the game that was the other way. We were not slated to win by XVM standards, not even fucking close. But once again, players, tanks, what they're in, what they're not playing, that kind of thing. We're playing nothing but, so right off the bat he gets a nice 362 damage to the Bat Chat 12T, and there's, yep, we finish off the Bat Chat, and we already up. Oh, we're not early up, I guess it's 1-1 right now. They lose the Bat Chat, we lose as a Wheezy, which is not a great fucking trade-off. What are you going to do, right? like I said, unfortunately on this game, their best players are in tier 10s. Our best players are, of course, in tier 8s. Myself, Vitruvius, and X are playing all premiums. Maybe this is a, what do you want to call it, one of those great videos that explain just how good premium tanks are. So X is going to relocate. Once again, that's what the whole thing about this tank is, and its ridiculous speed and maneuverability is to get into a different position relatively quick. He's looking here for the object 430 and TX7. Not sure. We already got a FV that's almost completely fucking dead. That's never good for your tier 10s. Centurion, SU-101. There we go. He picks up the E5, gets picked up. Let's see if we can put a shell into him. Now, this is one of a pretty decent pen tank. Let's see if he can. No. If anything, he probably ended up fucking up his nose. Or fucking up his gun. So these guys are all kind of hauled down. Except for that guy. German accuracy for you. Come on. Nope. 277 comes around the corner. There you go. Gets denied. Goes a little too high. Goes up into the spaced armor. That's all right. He's trying to see if he can get down in the lower part there to get the pen. Once again, their win rates on their side. We don't neither one of us carried XVM. Picks up the track shot on the Object 277. They should have won this quite handily. This should have been another 15-2 blowout. However, once again with the tanks and yeah, it was unbelievable the fact that we ended up pulling this off here. Picks up a nice shot on the 226E5. He's already up to 1533, and we are 5-3 right now. We have them down by 5 tanks. However, I said earlier before is that the 3 best players on the opposing team are in tier. Our 2 best opposing players on the other side are in Russian mediums. Picks up the Skoda T27. I don't know how he's got some insane view range on this tank, even on the move. Let's see what he's going to do here. 277's coming around the corner. Can you get a shot? Nope, can't get it. T57's finally kind of ballsed up here a little bit. 430U's and moved back to the other side, both Russian mediums, and it's back to a 5-5 game, a 5-6 game. Finally, T57 works up there, kills the Skoda 27, leaving the Object 277 with 86 health. Let's see if he can finish up. Now, X knows that something's up here because the other mediums had moved the other side, leaving us here with the Object 277. He needs to finish this flank off pretty quickly. I finish off the 277 because I had come up the center. We are back to a 7-6 game. However, we are sitting 3 tier 10s. They have 3 tier 10s. And the game's a little tighter. We've got complete map control. Yeah, not a good thing for the enemy team. However, they still have both of their tier 10 medium Russians, which are played by good players. Yeah, this is one of those deals where you're just like, it could have gone either way. Finish off 140, finishes off Vitruvius. He didn't have much choice, didn't have much support. Was the other problem. The Action AX and the UDES 1516, the 2 tier 10 mediums on our side, played back too far. And for the most part, they played a little bit snipey most of this game. They didn't really play up to the potential of those 2 tanks. So, leaving ourselves with our 3 tier 8s here trying to do something. I'm making a run here up underneath the slope, trying to get to the backside of that PTA to get some shots on him. X is covering here for the Jagdpanzer 100 and the Scorpion G. Object 140 turns it off, so we're down currently 8-7 right now. And we're thinking to ourselves, fuck, it's going to be one of those in the games. XVM, win rates, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, they're pretty much telling us that we're going to lose this game. However, once again, we talked about the last game. Entirely depends on the tanks, depends on the players, and all that kind of stuff. They can only take into account so much with XVM, and specifically with the with what tanks you're playing. He's playing, of course, he's playing one of the better TDs in my opinion, with that ridiculous pen, and what do you want to call it? Accuracy and velocity. So he's going to relocate here. He's going to try to cover me. And since I'm down underneath that hill right there, was trying to poke and see if I can get some lights, specifically the T95. About that time, T95 decides to make me wants to try to kill me, which is understandable. I'm at 1%. It's 99 more than I need, right? Oh, so he's gonna get up on the hill here, and he's gonna try to see if we can get some shots on that T95. There's the T95 coming across. Oh, can you get a shot on him? Oh, finishes off the T95. Unfortunately, that's about the time I peak up just a little too high, and the object 140 here is going to kill me. We're at tied, of course, 8-8 right now. Yep, there I did. We are down 9-8, and then we have no ice, which is all right because it's a relatively tight game right now, relatively tight area. But once again, like I said, with the way the players play, in what tanks they're playing in here, we're going to make the difference here in tier 8s versus their better tier 10s. Yeah. So Jagdpanzer 100 gets spotted. X is looking for a shot here. See if we can pull it off. Hopefully, maybe, possibly. T57's over there trying to poke. And the UDES and the Centurion Action AX are back there fucking with SU 30 PM. AX is going to get wrecked here. Oh, there we go. UDES finally picks off the SU 130 PM. 430U, that's always a pain in the ass. Those things should be still fucking banned because they're just ridiculous. Action AX, for some reason, decides to push the PTA and unfortunately loses a fair amount of health. However, we're back to a 10-9 game. There it goes. Object 140 finishes off the AX without getting spotted. Of course, right? T57's pushed up. E5. These guys are not in really great health. We do still have an artillery piece. And the UDES 15-16 is on the far side. I honestly, when we were playing this game, I was thinking to myself, I looked at the original, the 140, 430s, and quite a bit of health. This is not a good thing here. However, not able to pick up the shot on the lower side of the 430U. And T57 goes to the bottom. Not a bad play. I think he's trying to get in a position here to get some spots for us versus E5 moves up as well. The green airplane trying to get these guys lit for our artillery. Not that the badges on each side means much, because they don't. Jagdpanzer 100 is moved around to the backside. There we go. X does not quite get the Scorpion G. It'd be nice to knock him out one more time. Come on, Scorpion G. Give us something to shoot at here. He stops. Ooh, 140 finishes off the E5. 140 is down to 240, 202. And we are 11-11. T57 moves up. Can he finish off the 305? Or 3805, yep, he finishes him off here, and we are down to a 12-11. However, there's 3 tier 10s versus our 2 tier 10s. T57, yeah, this should be entertaining. And the Jagdpanzer E100 is mostly full health, as well as the 430U, and we're all pretty much beat up to shit. Yes. I always love these XVM games where somebody's like, nah, we're not going to win because the XVM says so. Well, sometimes you just got to put your big girl panties on and fucking win the game, for the good guys. Pulls in position here. There's the Object 140. He has no idea what the fuck's going on. X was laying in wait for a reason. We had talked about it. I was like, yep, 140 is going to be coming around here shortly. So that leaves the full health Jagdpanzer 100, and of course the Object 430U, which is mostly full health. And I'm always like, yep. Yes, I love the fact that the GSOR had also said it too as well, that our 2 tier 10 mediums had not played at all like tier 10 mediums. I always expect when I'm in a top tier tank to play that. And then this was the big difference here between our tier 10 mediums and theirs. Their 2 tier 10 mediums were pretty good players that played like they were, they should. Our 2 tier 10 was like, something to be asked for. But thankfully, like I said, we had some good players in the right tanks. Can't get the shot on the 430U. He is the biggest threat. Ooh. At the other side, if we were looking at the other side, the T57 at this point was going kind of had a weird thing going. I don't know what his deal was. There we went, another shell into the Jagdpanzer 100. Let's see if we can get one more in before he gets onto the other side. Maybe, possibly. Nope, 430U finishes off. Pulls off a bullshit shot on the Jagdpanzer winner, has him down to 1,000 and one shot for the 430U. There's only 3 of us left. And the UDS 1516 is not playing. He finally grows a pair, as the light tank points out. Unfortunately, it's not enough when faced off against 2 tier 10s like that. He's making a run for it. 53-55 has moved up as well. And X is looking for some shots here as well. Nothing poking yet. He's going to have to move here shortly to try to win this. We're at 3 minutes left for this game. Super tight game, super fun. These are always the best when you're able to play, the full almost 15 minutes and try to get a good game in. So yeah, now he's going to have to move up here. He's going to have to get with the Jagdpanzer U100 and that 430U to finish, hopefully finish at least one. Hopefully the 430U, and then he can worry always about the egg. This thing's fast enough that he doesn't have to worry about the Jagdpanzer. He can take a shot from him, hopefully not get one-shotted, but for the most part he's quicker than just about anything, at least left on the battlefield. So he's going to work his way around here and see if he can find that 430U. Jagdpanzer U100 is pushing on the UDES 1516, and we got the 53-55 hopefully working him over a little bit. He's got him down to 563. Alright, X is going to go balls deep here to see if he can pick up that 430U, which is probably hiding over here somewhere. Yep, there he is. Oh, too bad, buddy. Jagdpanzer E100 is like, ooh, I gotcha. Finishes off the 15-16. X has got one shot loaded here. There we go. Oh, he gets denied the shot with the heat round to the Jagdpanzer E100. That was an odd one. That should have been a penetration, but it was decided not to. So he's just going to try to keep here spotted. He's trying to keep the Jagdpanzer E100 spotted. 53-55 has nailed him once. He just needs him for one more time. Yeah. So great game by X. He played this just about as well as you can. But what I guess what the whole point of the video was is XVM is not always something that you can rely on about the winning and losing. Like I said, we should have lost this game by their win rates versus our win rates as a team. And the first game with the other one with a 70% chance, it makes a nice run, spots the Jagdpanzer 100 at the same time, and we finish it off. So, nice game, X, and you guys have a good night.